Mason Greenwood's dazzling form in the colors of Olympique Marseille has become one of the most captivating storylines in European football this 2025-26 season. His historic 4-goal performance against Le Havre didn't just power Marseille to a 6-2 victory and propel them to the top of Ligue 1. It also reignited a deep sense of regret among Manchester United fans who can't help but wonder what might have been had their club not cast him aside so abruptly. Before off-field controversies derailed his career, Greenwood was once the pride and promise of Manchester United's future, a boy from the academy who seemed destined to become its next great star. Having joined the club at just 6 years old, he rose through the ranks at Carrington with remarkable speed, widely regarded as one of the most gifted talents United had produced in a generation. When he made his senior debut in March 2019, aged only 17, Greenwood immediately announced himself as something special. What set him apart was his extraordinary ability to finish with both feet, a rare, almost unnatural talent. Combined with his pace, composure, and sharp movement in tight spaces, he drew inevitable comparisons to some of the game's greats, most notably Robin van Persie. For a time, it truly felt like Greenwood was destined to become the leading striker for both Manchester United and England for years to come. His breakout 2019-20 season was nothing short of sensational. 17 goals in all competitions, a record-equaling tally for a teenage player at United, placing him alongside legends like George Best and Wayne Rooney at the same age. The club handed him the iconic number 11 shirt, once worn by Ryan Giggs, a symbolic gesture that spoke volumes about the faith and expectations surrounding him. Greenwood wasn't just another academy graduate, he was the embodiment of United's belief in youth. But that bright future came crashing down in January 2022, when a serious scandal effectively ended his Manchester United career overnight. Though all charges were later dropped in February 2023, the damage had been done. His chapter at Old Trafford was closed, seemingly for good. After nearly 2 years in professional limbo, the summer of 2023 marked a crucial turning point for Mason Greenwood. Manchester United decided to send him to Spain, joining Getafe on a season-long loan, a move that, at the time, felt like an exile. Yet for Greenwood, that modest little club on the outskirts of Madrid became exactly what he needed: a breath of fresh air. Away from the unforgiving glare of the English media, he could finally focus on football again. In truth, his spell at Getafe turned out to be the perfect launchpad for his redemption arc. During the 2023-24 La Liga campaign, Greenwood featured in 36 matches across all competitions, 33 in La Liga, scoring 10 goals and registering 6 assists. Impressive numbers for someone who had been sidelined for over 18 months. He quickly became Getafe's standout performer, directly contributing to 9 crucial points that helped secure their survival well before the end of the season. By the campaign's close, he was crowned Getafe's Player of the Season, a symbolic and emotional recognition of resilience after his darkest period. Even his rivals couldn't help but take notice. Atletico Madrid's Antoine Griezmann, after a chaotic 3-3 draw in which Greenwood inspired Getafe's comeback from 2 goals down, admitted with a wry smile, "Mason Greenwood was really causing us problems in the second half. We couldn't stop him and it cost us the game." That stretch in Spain didn't just restore Greenwood's rhythm, it reminded the football world that his finishing instinct, that killer's touch, had never really left. But as Greenwood thrived abroad, his resurgence reignited fierce debate back in Manchester. Among United fans, 2 camps emerged, each firmly entrenched in its beliefs. On one side were the supporters who wanted him back, those who saw a disjointed United attack and lamented the loss of a homegrown gem. With the legal charges dropped, they argued, why shouldn't the club give him a second chance? On the other side stood those who saw his return as unacceptable, citing moral responsibility, club values, and brand integrity. The opposition wasn't just external. Within the club itself, the women's team and several staff members reportedly expressed deep unease, even warning of potential walkouts if Greenwood were reinstated. The message was clear: bringing him back could tear the club apart from the inside. Caught in this storm, Manchester United faced an impossible dilemma. a balancing act between sporting ambition, social responsibility, and public pressure. After a long internal review, the board was left with two options: take the risk and believe again, reintegrate Greenwood, brace for backlash from fans, sponsors, and media, and hope his performances could eventually silence the noise, or play it safe and cut ties, let him go quietly to protect the club's image and maintain internal harmony. In the end, United, a global institution worth billions and followed by millions, chose the safer path. Rather than boldly attempting to rebuild Greenwood's career at Old Trafford, they opted to let him leave in silence. It was a painful decision in footballing terms, but a strategic one for the brand. They sacrificed one of their most gifted players to safeguard the club's reputation. In the summer of 2024, Mason Greenwood's next chapter began. He signed a 5-year deal with Olympique Marseille in a transfer worth around £26.6 million, complete with a sell-on clause that ensured Manchester United would still have a stake in his future. At the time, his arrival at the Stade Vélodrome was seen as a bold gamble by head coach Roberto De Zerbi. Today, that gamble looks like a masterstroke. Under De Zerbi, Greenwood has rediscovered the best version of himself. His 4-goal masterpiece on October 19th wasn't just a personal triumph, making him the first Marseille player to score a poker since club legend Jean-Pierre Papin in 1991. It was a powerful reminder of his natural, almost effortless finishing ability. Every strike was a message. The talent never left. It was only waiting for the right moment to return. The 2025-26 season has showcased Greenwood's remarkable consistency. He adapted to life in France almost instantly, finishing his first campaign with 22 goals in all competitions and sharing the League One Golden Boot with 21 league strikes. This season, he's already netted 6 more, leading Marseille's scoring charts and taking his League One tally to 27, just 1 goal shy of the all-time record for an English player in the French top flight, held by Glenn Hoddle. That record now seems destined to fall within weeks. Much of this renaissance bears the imprint of Roberto De Zerbi. The Italian manager has acted not only as a tactician but as a mentor, part coach, part psychologist, helping Greenwood rebuild both his career and his confidence. Mason can become one of the best players in the world, De Zerbi said publicly. He's already a killer inside the box, but he can still evolve even further. De Zerbi's approach has been one of protection and provocation, shielding Greenwood from unnecessary scrutiny while simultaneously demanding more from him. He wants Greenwood to move beyond being the focal point, to embrace sacrifice, pressing, and teamwork, to become a complete footballer capable of thriving in any system. It's tough love, but the results speak for themselves. Each Greenwood goal, meanwhile, cuts deep for Manchester United fans, as their club continues to spend heavily on attacking reinforcements, still searching for the consistency they lost. Watching their homegrown prodigy flourish in France is a bitter pill to swallow. United chose safety, Marseille chose belief, and belief has been richly rewarded. Financially, though, United might still win something from this story. Thanks to the 50% sell-on clause inserted into his transfer, the Red Devils could receive a massive windfall should Marseille cash in on their revitalized star. And that might not be far off. Greenwood's brilliance has already drawn interest from Europe's elite, none more so than Barcelona. Sporting director Deco reportedly views him as a key piece in Barca's attacking rebuild. Even more intriguingly, a potential move could reunite Greenwood with his former United Academy teammate Marcus Rashford, who is expected to make his own switch to Camp Nou permanent after a successful loan. The idea of 2 homegrown Manchester United talents reinventing themselves together at Barcelona would be a remarkable twist in modern football's global narrative, a story of redemption, resilience, and reinvention. From being cast aside to becoming one of Europe's most sought-after strikers, Mason Greenwood's rise is more than just a comeback. It's a testament to faith, patience, and the unbreakable potential of pure talent.